Let me begin by congratulating you on assuming the presidency of the General Assembly and to express our appreciation for convening this 10th emergency special session. This session reflects the gravity of the situation and the collective responsibility of this body to address it. As a co-sponsor of this resolution introduced by Palestine and a committed advocate of the International Court of Justice proceedings, Turkey regards this session as both timely and essential. Mr. President, the Court's advisory opinion delivered on July 19th, upon the request of this august body, categorically determined the illegality of Israel's deliberately prolonged occupation of Palestinian territories. The ICJ's ruling, as the highest judicial body within the UN system, reaffirms what has long been the consensus of the international community, which is the occupation is lawful and must be ended. This conclusion not only provides a legal foundation, but also reinforces the political will of the majority of member states. The forthcoming vote on the resolution presented by Palestine is of historical significance. It not only constitutes the first resolution presented by Palestine to the General Assembly, but also symbolizes a pivotal step in the Palestinian people's pursuit of justice. The resolution is not merely procedural. It is emblematic of a broader movement within the international community to rectify long-standing injustices. Therefore, vital that we, as the member states, act in line with the ICJ's findings and the principles enshrined in the UN Charter. Turkey urges all member states to support this resolution as it is consistent with the international law and the legal framework established by the ICJ. The resolution's adoption would mark a crucial reaffirmation of the collective commitment to upholding international legal norms. Mr. President, this resolution underscores three critical dimensions of the current situation. First, it reinforces the fundamental principles of the United Nations Charter and international law. Implementing the Court's advisory opinion is imperative if we are to uphold the core principle that territorial acquisition by force is inadmissible. Second, the international community must signal clearly that violations of international law will not be tolerated. The occupation and ongoing settlement activities in the West Bank are not only illegal, but undermine the prospects for peace. Accountability in this case is not just a moral imperative, but a legal one. Third, the ongoing conflict in Gaza, now in its 11th month, exacerbates an already dire humanitarian crisis. The resolutions passed by this Assembly, as well as the Security Council resolutions 2728 and 2725, calling for a ceasefire, remain unheeded. The suffering of the Palestinian people continues unabated, and the lack of the implementation highlights the urgent need for concrete action. Adoption of the resolution is crucial to reinforce the international community's call for a ceasefire and to halt the illegal settlement activities that perpetuate the conflict. Turkey has been an active participant in the ICJ process, contributing both written and oral submissions to the advisory opinion. We will continue our efforts to ensure an immediate and lasting ceasefire, as well as unhindered delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza, and work towards the recognition of the State of Palestine and a viable two-state solution. In conclusion, the decisions made in this Assembly will have lasting implications, not only for the Palestine, but for the credibility of international law and the UN. The international community must demonstrate that it is prepared to enforce the standards it has set, and that justice, even it is delayed, will ultimately prevail. Thank you for your attention.